All right, we're going to continue our coverage of WCE's Ring of Destruction 2 event featuring Adonis Phelios taking on Kraven Rage for the second time. Definitely encourage everyone to go back and check out the original bout for the Wisconsinite Championship. That's going back almost a year, and it was just really good watch. Some incredible spots were hitting that original bout, that being from Ring of Destruction 1. And as we go into this beautiful side headlock applied by Kraven Rage with a nice wrench, Adonis Phelios going to go ahead and force him off. Here we go. Good identification of the difference in weight here. I like this right here. This is good, solid contact. Look at that right there. Look at the intensity. Look at this right here. Good follow-up right there. And watch this. This is how you tell a story. Watch. Don Phelios is going to follow up, hit him again. I would have liked to see a lot more harder contact on that one, but I like that Kraven Rage powders out at this time. This is the perfect timing for a powder out so we can change momentum. Good solid contact on the hits. That one looks like it hit him straight in the face. That was a very good contact working punch right there. Reverse Irish whip sends Kraven Rage right into the turn post there. I would like to see a little bit more harder contact on that, and this needed to be a lot faster so we can really get the effect of the impact on that turn post and that metal. I do like that he's tearing the arm into the turn post here. I would say just a little bit more intensity, but still that's good. That's just good contact, and this is especially good. Just pulling that joint right in the socket, right out of the socket. Look at that right there. Good elbow contact on the back of the head. Look at this on the upper body. Sends a good face bump on the apron. So many people just afraid to take that bump. That looked good. Knees to the arm right there. Very good. Good connection on these stomps. Look at that. Just tearing into that arm. Good selling on the part of Adonis. Look at this. This could have been a lot better in terms of hit intensity. I did like that follow-up right there by Adonis. That was a good connection. Look at this right here. We're on the apron. Good overhand here. And I would have maybe gone for a little bit more of a eye grapple, but I do like the contact on this kick. Very good follow-up with dropping the leg there and staying on him. Look at this right here. This is intensity. That's how you get it across. Look at this right here. We're going to pull that arm, staying on that arm. I always tell people, just continue to focus on a limb. If you're going to work a limb, have a reason. Kraven going to move that arm to the bottom rope here for a beautiful stomp. That was a good change up because it looked excellent there. It was a good stomp to the arm. More damage being done. Tried to pull the foot. And when you pull the foot, when you're trying to pull someone by their leg, you might want to get a good grapple of the heel and a little bit of the kneecap. Especially the person weighs more than you. I mean, I've seen it tried many times. You can lose it. Look at this right here going to the top rope. Going to try to take out that arm. And a miss. And great storytelling. The knee is damaged. Adonis recognized immediately. Goes for the knee clip. Very nice leg clip right there. And it begins tearing in for the receipt on a limb, tearing into that leg. Good contact on the stomps, good follow up there. Look at this right here as we get ready to tear in. That was just beautiful contact. I like that he kind of sold the arm pain there. Though my only complaint is that I feel at this point, this was the point where the damage to the arm was kind of lost in the shuffle after this. Good contact there on that kick though. That was very nice. Look at the sell. This is how you sell. That's how you freaking sell. Look at that. Beautiful. My only thing is I'd already gone down after that. I wouldn't have even stood up after that. This is good. A good stomp right there. Good contact. That's how you sell. This right here. I don't know what happened here. I don't know why Adonis was flinching. I suppose it does kind of work story-wise, but it just looked awkward. I would just taken the hit. Not sure what happened there. Good contact on these guttural blows right there. These are just good working punches. Kraven Rage just always had excellent working punches. Good. Remembers to sell the legs. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's storytelling in the ring. Now, see, again, I would have liked. I like that there was a little bit of a misgrapple on the leg there because there should be arm pain right now for Adonis. But following up with this, at this point I still would be kind of selling the arm a little bit more. I like the submission. This is finally something different. This is excellent. Gets the rope break after a hold. We jumped ahead there. Look at this right here. Going for it. Boom. Takes out the ref. Very nice. Pulling the ref into the way. This will be the first of many in this match.
Away from him. And, there it is, folks. In the words of a smart man named Copper Dragon, it would not be a Kraven Rage match without a low blow.
Yeah,
But I think
it
today's
just
different.
doesn't get any better than that. Beautiful flying stomp from the top turnbuckle by Kraven Rage as we continue this contest. Look at this right here. Going for the rage punches. I like that they rename these, even though he's totally marking out for Reigns, but I like that he's kind of somewhat making his own with the rage. He is raging right now. The rager. Officials starting to come to. Beautiful selling by the referee. His follow up there by Kraven Rage.
He's raging.
Gonna follow up. That was good. That was a good cutoff.
And both
I
men
did like.
collide.
I do see some selling of the arm there, so that's helping. I would be totally selling my arm, and if I were, Adonis
Here we
here,
go.
and we have communication here.
Go to replay. Time.
Kraven Rage firing up here, although the positioning is a little bit overly predictable. We got a cutoff spear, one of the most tired moves in all of wrestling, but it looked good. It was a good cutoff, good contact there. Referee's going for the cover, 1, 2, and yes, 2.9. This is what was actually missing in the James Marshall versus Jonathan Pierce match.
Go to replay.
And as communication continues here, although, I wish that he was hitting him or something during that whole exchange. Beautiful ref down right there. That was the raging fist misfires, and Adonis just got his own low blow in and another spear. Although the ref is not there, and that contact on that spear was awful. Look at that. Boom right there. Beautiful. Oh boy.
Copperjack gonna be so proud right now.
These low blows have just been excellent in this match. Good contact on that. Oh boy, it is definitely a Kraven Rage match, ladies and gentlemen. As we continue, gonna get the ref. Great, the referee is selling his ass off. I enjoy this. As this match continues right here, Kraven Rage gonna bring this thing home. Beautiful. As we go for the cover right here, but no, we're gonna roll him over and go straight Rings of Rage here. This is just a very nice lock, and it really accentuates the damage to the arm done earlier in the match. Like I said, this was a very methodical contest, a much more structured contest than their first bout, and how apropos that it ends like this. This was a good contest. I found it had its issues, but I'm definitely at a 5.8 with this one. If this is a 5.8, I'd almost say the first match was a 5.6. So I will say that the first one had a few more devastating bumps, but this one had a more solid opening and a much more structured presentation overall. I do also want to highly recommend that WCE consider cutting to replay during those communication moments. This was also an issue in the first match between Kraven Rage and Adonis Phelios. In their first match, there was visible communication. Again, it's just my recommendation, just so that it doesn't take the audience out of the contest, because the whole thing is the story being told in the ring, and if we are taken out of that by visible communication, then it just kills the story you're trying to tell us. That's all. Otherwise, this was a fantastic presentation, and I really enjoyed this match. Got another one coming up for you guys. Stay tuned, and please join the Patreon. And if you want to keep up with the aftermath as well as the latest in underground and backyard wrestling, tune in to SportsWire Radio's broadcast live on YouTube featuring the Reverend Tom Brice along with Taff Taylor. And check out the Nemesis Sessions as well, where you can catch all the exclusive interviews with all the wrestlers featured on the Copper Star Reviews. #AllWrestlingMatters.